This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, December 10th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. 15 more shopping days. The Arundel County Public Schools now have an airplane. No, Superintendent Arlotto did not work it into the budget this year. This was actually donated by Northrop Grumman Corporation to the county school systems, and they just transferred the ownership to a 1972 Sabreliner going to be housed at Tipton Airport on Fort Meade. And it's for students that are interested in airframe and power plant maintenance careers. They can use it for instruction. The mid-sized twin-engine jet was retired from service as a test aircraft in 2018, and prior to that, it was used as a detection target for radar system testing for Northrop Grumman. Northrop Grumman has also agreed to donate parts and equipment to Anne Arundel County Public Schools for the program, and the schools are pursuing FAA approval of the course so that the training programs will prepare students for the FAA's written, oral, and practical airframe and power plant mechanic certification test. Really kind of a cool expansion of the whole Center of Applied Technology, or CAT, curriculum. In state news, yesterday, Governor Larry Hogan announced the departure of Secretary of Transportation Pete Rahn. Rahn has served since 2015, and he is saying that he is moving back to New Mexico to be with his family. Replacing him will be SHA Administrator Greg Slater, who will assume the position on January 10th after confirmation of the Senate when it reconvenes. On the appointment, Slater said, "The work we do at the Maryland Department of Transportation affects the lives and livelihoods of each of our citizens, and we strive every day to operate in a spirit of trust and accountability. I am grateful to Governor Hogan for the honor to serve, and I look forward to leading all of the dedicated professionals of our department." So we have new leadership at the Maryland Department of Transportation, and my guess is that the Bay Bridge fiasco probably had something to do with that. Here was some surprise news out of South County. Jeff Holland, who has been a staple for decades in keeping our waters clean and healthy, will be stepping down as the West and Rhode Riverkeeper under the newly formed Arundel Rivers Federation at the end of the year. Holland made the announcement yesterday on Facebook, saying, "After 6 years of serving as your Riverkeeper, it is with mixed emotions that I announce I will be retiring at the end of this year. I am grateful for your support, grateful for the dedication of our many volunteers, and proud of all we've achieved. I will continue training with the Watershed Stewards Academy and will serve as a volunteer at the Smithsonian Environmental Research Center. And of course, I'll be writing and performing my music to promote stewardship of the Chesapeake Bay." Many people will recall Holland's leadership as the executive director for the Annapolis Maritime Museum several years ago. He was also the communications director for the first Main Streets Annapolis Partnership Program, the executive director of the Captain Avery Museum in Shadyside, as well as one of the founding fathers of the Maritime Republic of Eastport and a founding member of the Eastport Oyster Boys. Jeff will certainly be missed in his role as a riverkeeper. It seems that the Graduate Hotel, formerly known as the Lowe's on West Street, is finally fully open and operational. And if you get a chance to go in there, you're going to see that it has been changed quite differently. The 4-story interior atrium now features carpet depicting the historic Bancroft Hall on the Naval Academy, and there are hundreds of nautical vintage art reproductions that are on the wall going up 4 stories. Guest rooms have a decided nod to the Naval Academy. Traditions are found throughout, with illustrations referencing the Herndon Monument climb, and each room has a lamp depicting Navy's mascot, Bill the Goat. Other prints are vintage sailboat paintings, complemented with art referencing classic Navy terminology. The restaurant that used to be called Baroque is now called Camp Severn Shore, and it's going to be mostly seafood, open for lunch and dinner, and they do have a small cafe in the lobby now called Poindexter, which will serve breakfast sandwiches, coffee, and local pastries in the morning. Have not had a chance to check out Camp Severn Shore or Poindexter, but when I do, I will let you know. And I kind of wonder what happened to St. John's. They seem to have gotten forgotten in that whole renovation thing. And in some sports news, President Donald Trump has announced that he will be coming to the Army-Navy game on Saturday in Philadelphia. We, of course, will be up there bringing all of the pageantry and excitement of the game, of America's game, to you on Saturday. So you want to make sure you're following us here with audio updates on Facebook, on Twitter, as well as our live blog on Eye on Annapolis. And if one day you're looking for the Daily News Brief and it's not here, that might be a fluke. If you're looking for it 2 days in a row and it's not here, that could be a fluke too. 3 days in a row, you can assume that I got a job working for St. John's Properties. Yes, on December 7th, Edward St. John, who is the founder and chairman of St. John's Properties, awarded a Christmas bonus to all of his 198 employees. Christmas bonuses are always great. I never get them here. This is in addition to the company's annual year-end bonus. And in giving out the bonuses, he said, "I am thankful for every one of our employees for their hard work and dedication, and I couldn't think of a better way to show it." So what do you think? A couple $100? Yeah, no. He gave $10 million to 198 employees. The average bonus was $50,000, and some of them were upwards of $250,000. It was all based on tenure. And in his statement, he said, "To celebrate the achievement of our goal, we wanted to reward our employees in a big way that would make a significant impact on their lives." And boy, did it. Can you imagine getting a Christmas bonus of $250,000? Wow. And it is Tuesday, so it is Ticket Tuesday, and I've got some sweet seats to see Carbon Leaf on December 15th. That is this Sunday. It is our matinee show at 1 o'clock. Doors will open at noon at the Ram's Head on stage at 33 West Street in Annapolis. We'll make it easy. Be the third one to email me and tell me how many shows Carbon Leaf will be playing this time around here in Annapolis. Pretty simple. Just go to ramsheadonstage.com, check out all the shows they are having, find the ones that say Carbon Leaf, and count them up. Send me an email at info@eyeonannapolis.net with how many shows they are playing. If you're the third one, you've scored 2 tickets to see Carbon Leaf on the 15th. And hey, just a heads up for some of the tickets that are coming up in the next few weeks. Natural Wonder, which is a Stevie Wonder tribute. Deanna Bogart for the New Year's Eve show. Jesse Valenzuela of the Gin Blossoms. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, one of my favorites. Timane, Second City, and Cowboy Mouth. So you do want to make sure you're listening here on Tuesdays for Ticket Tuesday. And again, many thanks to Ram's Head for being such a great partner and for coughing up these great seats. All right, that does wrap it up for us today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. If you can give us a recommendation or a review somewhere, please do that as well. It would be a wonderful Christmas present to us, considering that we ain't getting any Christmas bonuses like they got at St. John's Properties. Other than that, hang tight. We've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast coming up in just 1 minute.
Hello, friends. This is Brian Griffiths from RedMaryland.com, inviting you to the 2020 RedMaryland.com Leadership Conference, Saturday, January the 11th, 2020 at the Doubletree Hotel in Annapolis. Confirmed speakers include Congressman Andy Harris, Commerce Secretary Kelly Schultz, Transportation Secretary Pete Rahn, Senator J.B. Jennings, Senator Steve Hershey, Senator Justin Reedy, Delegate Nick Kipke, Delegate Kathy Shalego, Delegate Lauren Erican, WBAL Radio's Andrew Langer and Jerry Rogers, Maryland Federation of Republican Women President Diana Waterman, Maryland Young Republicans Chairman Maria Sophia, Lauren Bogley from the Maryland Right to Life, and so much more. Tickets are available at redmarylandconference.com. Sponsorship opportunities and vendor tables are also available. That's redmarylandconference.com. Don't miss out on your opportunity to attend the redmaryland.com Leadership Conference, Saturday, January the 11th in Annapolis. Once more, buy your tickets now at redmarylandconference.com.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, December 10th. Yesterday was dreadful with plenty of rain and temps never quite reaching expected 50s for highs. And while today will definitely be warmer with highs jumping up into the low to mid 60s as warmer air comes up from the south ahead of a cold front, there will be more rain as well, primarily in the PM hours when a cold front starts to move through from the west with very cold air behind it, which will combine to produce some snow showers or even light snow in the overnight hours as well as through Wednesday morning, with the end result being some potential snow accumulating primarily on grassy surfaces and even on cars, but none is expected on roadways as road temps will remain above freezing across the region. But it will be a cold one on Wednesday with highs only in the lower 40s as cold air continues moving in behind the cold front, which will produce a very cold day on Thursday with Thursday morning wake-up temps in the 20s and daytime highs only in the 30s, to be followed by more 40s on Friday with more rain moving in late Friday into much of Saturday. So keep the winter jacket, raincoat, and umbrella handy as yes, some legit winter weather is on its way to Arundel County with more rain before and after it arrives. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever been to the Annapolis Mall when it opens for the day? Maybe you've noticed the line of folks waiting to get into the Apple Store. As you may know, I'm a Mac user, and today's episode of the Daily News Brief, in fact, all of the episodes of the Daily News Brief have been produced right here on my Mac computer. What you might not know about is MacMedics. They were founded here in Annapolis in 1989, and they are an Apple-authorized premium service provider, the only one in the Baltimore-Annapolis, D.C. area. And what that means to you is that they repair all Apple devices, including the iPhone screens and batteries, all without an appointment. And most repairs are done the same day, usually within 2 hours. They also sell everything except the iPhone and the watch for the same price as Apple. I don't know why you would go anywhere else. Give them a call at 410-757-MACS, or if you're not into the whole letter thing, 410-757-6227. Stop by their retail store in Severna Park on Benfield Road, or their service center in Lanham, right off of Route 50. Or you can always check them out online at macmedics.com. I'll tell you, they've saved me quite a few times, and I know they can save you.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.